Welcome, Judy. I'm so happy that you're going to do this session today. Unfortunately, your video is not working, but that's okay, as long as you can see me and the worksheet as we go through. So my intention for this session today is just to help you identify and release unwanted emotions, and you will be able to be guided to have insight to really get to the solutions yourself and the answers yourself, because they do live within you. And I really encourage you just to trust the process and see what unfolds, and also just to know that this is a private session, so anything that happens is just between us. It's confidential. So, you ready to begin?
Yes, I am.
Lovely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share the screen and bring up the breakthrough worksheet. And this is a little sheet that we're going to just follow. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. Okay, lovely. So what we're going to start with, Judy, is for you to just choose how you want to go through the session. And you can begin either with an oil. It can be even an oil that perhaps has been coming up for you, or something that you want to explore. You can also choose an emotion, and this emotion is also something maybe that you've been going through recently, or a body issue. So you have the opportunity to go through either of those three. Just pick which one.
It's between the emotion and the body, because one of the issues, as you know, is that I just have this feeling of fear, probably just fear of life, full stop. And sometimes, I feel it in my gut. Other times it feels like an emotion. So
Okay, so do you want to choose the emotion, or?
Yeah, well, the emotion is for me, Robin, is I don't know. It's just I want to say fear.
Okay, Jude. So the emotion is more something that you've been experiencing. Is this been for a long time, or
Yeah.
just recently?
No, I think it's something that's been there for a long time.
Okay,
It's
all right.
something I think that I've had even as a kid. Even though you go through life, I feel like there's been um I don't know. I don't know whether it's the fear because I don't feel safe, or yeah, it's been there a long time.
Okay, all right. So shall we look up fear then? Let's go to
Yeah.
the emotions, and we can always come back to the body
Yeah.
if that's something that, as we go through, you feel you might want to explore. So let's look up fear
Yeah.
in the emotions section. And I think it is under more fearful,
Yeah.
which is really the same thing. Um, Fearful, Judy, on page 235, if you've got
Yes.
that.
Fearful, yes.
Okay. So if you want to just read through the recommendations of oils to address fearful, and have a
Right.
look at what perhaps may stand out for you. Do you want to read them out
Yeah,
to yourself?
brave, juniper berry, cassia, cinnamon, birch, cypress, lavender, myrrh, spikenard, peppermint, deep blue, peace, green mandarin, yarrow, a palm, turmeric, black spruce, adaptive, Davana, Midnight Forest, and Guacawood. It's so funny. I'm diffusing green mandarin. And one of the oils, I'll just hang on, Robin. That I did bring down, and oh no, it's not the one that I thought it was. I've got Northern Escape. I thought I brought down Midnight Oil. Look,
So do
green
any of
mandarin.
those really sort of, jump out as something that,
Yes, like green mandarin and midnight forest.
okay, all right. Shall we go?
And
Okay,
yep,
yeah, you've got a
yep.
couple
I
more.
think that, and I was going to say guacawood, but I
Guyakawood.
do,
Hmm.
yes, I think actually no, I'm going to change that. Green mandarin, adaptive, and midnight forest. I'll leave them at those three.
Okay, Jude. So let's explore. Which one would you like to have a look at first as you go through the description? Which one would you like to address
Mhm.
first?
Okay. I think midnight forest.
All right. And so go to your motions book and
Page 108. Nature's rhythm.
do you want to read the description?
Okay, Midnight Forest Blend imparts ancient plant wisdom to help individuals understand the healing power of nature. It asks them to stop running from the perceived modern day tigers relentlessly chasing them and simply slow down and breathe. Contemporary lifestyles have become unsustainable because of the onslaught of incoming information and required engagement. People are showing the strain of this bombardment of their senses through struggling health, careworn relationships, poor cognition, untethered emotions, and controlling behaviours, among other forms of mental, emotional, and physical deregulation. This blend wraps individuals in a blanket of energetic security so that can finally relax and just be held by Mother Nature. As they breathe in its aroma, they feel closer to the earth and its incredible ability to heal them. Midnight Forest Blend helps individuals attune to the cycles of nature, discover their own intrinsic cycles, and are thereby realigned to the balanced rhythms of life. Midnight Forest Blend is both restorative and cathartic. When individuals feel safe enough, they'll be ready to truly see and interact with their shadow side. This blend will help retrieve unresolved trauma that has been fragmented their senses of self and destroyed their peace. It is also illuminates underlying fears causing them to feel unsafe, tense, and constricted. It beckons individuals to journey deeper into their shadow side than they have gone before to find the peace they have lost. The oils in this blend will guide them as they process their experiences and move toward completion and wholeness. Midnight Forest Blend teaches that taking this less traveled road is necessary to reintegrate and reclaim all aspects of a wounded soul. Whoa, that's pretty.
There's more over the next page too, Jude.
Oh, okay. That's pretty full on. Nature has an essence that can teach individuals how to move into reverence and unity with all living things. This blend captures the quiet energy of the forest and reveals where one is harboring conflict within and projecting that into the world. Thus, this blend promotes harmonious and peaceful coexistence. It invites individuals to surrender their invented battles and walk without aggression on this earth. It encourages the unyielding heart to embrace flexibility and flow, just as one season seamlessly gives way to the next. Whoa,
So as
that's
you
pretty. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty full on. That's kind of
as you
hits in
read.
the heart.
Okay, so you're feeling an emotion in your heart. Is that what you just said, Jude?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm just trying to think how I feel. Um, I don't know how I feel. It's like um, I've always loved that oil, and I actually
Mhm.
lost it, and I've just found it.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I need to get out in nature more.
Is
It's just a
that
sadness. It's just a sadness, Robin, from how things can control you, or you allow things to control you.
okay? So you're feeling it where are you feeling it now, that emotion?
In the
Okay.
heart and the gut.
And how would you describe it
Um,
emotionally? How's it feeling?
oh, sad.
Okay.
Feel sad. Yeah.
Okay.
Sad and teary.
Okay. Um, is there anything else that sort of jumped out at you as you read through that, other than I feel the need to go into nature more?
Yeah. One of the things that did um the sentence, this blend will help retrieve unresolved trauma that has fragmented their sense of relief and destroyed their peace.
Okay.
That really stood out.
Okay. Would you like to explore the emotion of trauma and have a look
I
at
think
that
so.
one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to the emotion section.
Traumatized is the
Okay.
page 275.
So would you like to read that description of the oils, Jude?
Okay, hope, geranium, clove, helichrysum, lang lang, jasmine, console, and yarrow palm. What? And so do you want me to keep reading?
Well, if you feel that you, because we can explore some of these other oils recommended for traumatized first.
Yeah.
If there's something there that really, you know, um, feels like
Console, console.
console.
Yep,
Okay. All right. So we'll put traumatized, we'll keep that there. And let's
yep.
go to just keep that to go back to. And let's go to console and look at the description of console.
Right.
It's not, have you got it? 55.
I'm nearly there. Hang on, 54. Okay, console. This blend of trees and flowers was formulated to assist individuals who are in need of emotional support. It soothes emotional pain after periods of extreme stress or trauma. Console assists individuals who are burdened by loss, grief, or tragedy. When past emotions when past emotional hurts resurface, console can assist in releasing these emotional burdens. When a storm is raging in one's heart or mind, or when there's no relief from fear, emotional pain, or anxious feelings, console can assist individuals in taking the first step towards healing. It encourages individuals to seek divine intervention so they may experience the ever present mantle of warmth, love, and consolation. Console helps ease burdens, assists in experiencing a serene heart and mind, and guides individuals towards emotional rest. Oh, jeez. Wow. It certainly sounds once again like, I don't know, just reading through all of this stuff, what comes up is emotional pain and trauma
Okay.
and going back to nature.
Right. So would console be one that you'd like to anchor with the trauma, or
Yeah,
we can?
I like console, yes.
Okay. So I'm hearing that you're saying that trauma is something that's standing out, Jude. That's
Yep.
really an emotional pain. Is do you
Mm.
feel, is the emotional pain really connected to trauma? Are you feeling? As
I feel so, Robin. Yeah.
is would that be sadness from what came up when you were reading the other description?
Um,
How does
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
do you have console there, Jude? If you feel
Yep,
like that's
yep,
mhm.
I've just put it on actually.
Okay, would you
It was
like to
one,
just
yep, sorry.
do you want to take some deep breaths of console for a moment and just sit quietly and just breathe that into your body and notice perhaps where you're feeling that energy in your body as you do that.
I feel it in my heart area.
Okay. All right. So you're feeling it in your heart and you're feeling a sense of sadness. Is that what I'm
Yeah.
hearing you say? And so we could explore like heart or broken hearted, or we could go back to trauma. We could look at both. What would you like to do?
I think I'd like to do the heart because that's
Okay.
where the emotional pain is. That's where I
Okay.
feel the pain. Yes.
Okay. So let's go back to emotions, um, the emotions guide to heart.
Heartbroken, page 241.
So there's heavy hearted, heartless, or
Uh,
heartbroken. Which one really
I think
feels
probably, let's have a look at heavy heart. Okay. Which they said see heartbroken.
okay? So would you like to read what's recommended there?
Geranium rose.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, why did this experience cause so much hurt? How can this be applied to my growth?
Okay. Do you want to explore either of those oils first before we go to the next step?
Yeah, geranium.
Mm-hmm. You want to go to geranium. Okay, let's go to geranium.
Because that was another oil that I felt to bring to the session.
Okay, would you like to read that one out?
Hang on, I've got to find it. Oh, yeah, here we are. It's the oil of love and trust. Geranium restores confidence in the innate goodness of others and in the world. It facilitates trust, especially when individuals have lost trust in others due to difficult life circumstances. It also assists in re-establishing a strong bond to one's mother and father. When there's been a loss of trust in relationships, geranium encourages emotional honesty, love, and forgiveness. It fosters receptivity to human love and connection. Geranium aids in healing the broken heart. It encourages emotional honesty by facilitating the emergence of grief or pain that has been suppressed. Geranium softens anger and assists in healing emotional wounds. It assists in reopening the heart so that love may flow freely. Indeed, geranium could be called the emotional healer. Geranium is a gentle oil, perfect for babies and children. It nurtures the inner child and supports in reparenting this aspect of the self. Individuals who have had a difficult time accessing their emotions can be supported by geranium as it leads away from the logical mind and into the warmth and nurture of the heart. At its root, geranium heals the heart, instills unconditional love, and fosters trust. Mm.
So as you read through that, did anything
Mm.
really stand out that is sort of related, do you think, to
Yeah, look,
sadness?
I think this comes back, it goes back to myself as a child,
Mm-hmm.
and it says that there's been a loss of trust in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know whether something happened with my parents. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't remember a lot of my childhood, when I was little.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I really don't. I know that I had a very strict father, and that I did help my mother a lot, because my father wasn't home a lot. So, maybe there's a correlation with felt like I was an adult and not a child, helping my mother out because my dad wasn't around.
Okay.
So maybe there wasn't that relationship of child with parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what you're saying is you feel it goes way back. This
Mm.
sort of buried emotion of sadness. Would that be?
Yes. Yeah.
Um, and it relates to some trauma that occurred. But mainly you're feeling that the sadness is sitting in your heart center.
Yes.
Would you like to use the geranium and go back to either trauma or heartbroken? Which one? Or you could go back to console. Um,
I've just put the geranium on. And I
okay.
think I think I'd like to go back to heartbroken.
Okay, let's go
'Cause
back to heartbroken
yeah.
and
Because as a child you can, or anything could
Mhm.
be a trauma, if you know what I mean.
Right.
The fact that my dad was never there, or I don't know, but I think the heartbroken stands out more than actually having a trauma.
Okay. So just breathe in that geranium for a few moments and take some nice deep breaths. And if you want to, then when you're ready, read that little question under the oils.
It says, why did this experience cause so much hurt? How can this be applied to my growth?
Okay.
Um, I don't know, maybe I can see. a pattern through my whole life where through circumstances, I've haven't opened my heart to people. I've been friendly with people, but I haven't opened
Mhm.
my heart to them. And how's this applied to my growth? I think at times when I have really, really opened myself up, sometimes I've been hurt, not
Yes.
in a
Mhm.
romantic kind of sense, but that experience that I've had recently, with one of my
Mhm.
ex-neighbours,
Mhm.
I felt that I did open my heart there, and look what happened there.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I just think I tend to be friendly, but probably my heart's more closed to new people and
Okay.
experiences.
Do you feel that you could perhaps allow yourself to move forward now that you've had the awareness that it's been sitting in your heart center from
Hmm.
childhood? Are you willing and ready to move to the next stage? If you are, you can read the next sentence. If not, you might need a little more time, and that's fine. Or we can explore something else.
Um, so funny because it's, when you talk about opening your heart, there's still a part of me that's a bit hesitant, but I know that I need to do it. Um,
Perhaps do you want to either geranium or Comsol? Just take a couple of deep breaths with either of those oils and just have a feel where you're
okay.
at.
Yeah.
Just go quiet and have a feel if you are ready to move forward. And
Yeah, I do want to move forward.
okay, so I'm hearing you're ready
Yeah.
to take the next step. Yeah. So would you
Mm.
like to read um, the next sentence now?
I can now let go of sorrow. I am now open to love.
Would you like to repeat that maybe a couple of times just so that you can feel
Yeah.
it as a truth in your body?
Mm. I can now let go of sorrow. I am now open to love. I can now let go of sorrow. I am now open to love. Feels good.
Okay, wonderful. So if you want to just close your eyes
Mm.
and take some nice deep breaths and just imagine healing hands placed over your heart to hold and heal. It feels pure love now, renewing your body. So feel or see that energy of love holding you, comforting you, healing you. Now that you're ready to trust and move forward again and open your heart, and perhaps see that emotion of sadness like a white mist being released now, perhaps going to the ground or back to the heavens. Nice deep breaths and just let it go.
Hmm. And I think just doing that too, I think some of what I've realized is that some of what I do carry in my heart isn't mine.
Okay.
The sorrow and the
Mm-hmm.
sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you can use those oils as anchors if it comes up, and just take some nice deep breaths. But as you think of that feeling in your body, compared to between 1 and 10, what it was before, how's it feeling now in your body?
oh, probably down to 5.
Okay.
So I can do this again, as you say. Um, yeah, there's still a little bit in the heart there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel that you could perhaps do this again, this technique again?
Yes, I think I need to sit with it and meditate on it after having what we've gone through and looked at the oils and
Mm-hmm.
the emotions. I think it's something that I'll probably have to sit a while with,
Okay.
but I
All
have
right.
clarity on
Mm-hmm.
and a better understanding of what it is. So thank you.
Okay. So what
Mm.
would you have said it was before between 1 and 10?
Um, in that probably 9, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you've done very
Pretty,
well
yeah, yeah,
just in these few minutes.
yeah.
Really move that and
Mm,
to begin to really feel that healing. And it can keep going, the process, of course,
mm.
as you use the oils and make that declaration. So, if you're ready, we can just look at um, the next sort of stage of our worksheet. Just trying to get it up here. So we've released the emotion. Do you feel that you've had enough time to do that now, Jude?
Yes, yeah, I do, Robin. I think it's something that's I will have to spend more time on because it's something that I've had all my life, but I'd like to go into it in a meditation. Yeah, but no, I feel good.
Okay.
I feel lighter. So um, and I've got a path now that I know where it's come from.
Okay, wonderful. So moving forward, now you've gained this awareness and embraced that part of yourself.
Mm.
What are your next steps? So to help you um, release more, as you say.
Um, well, obviously wear the oils,
Mm-hmm.
diffuse the oils, and meditate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
You're
think for
very
me, that's probably the main ones.
okay.
And just
So
to have an awareness also too that particularly with what's going on in the world, that a lot of this isn't mine.
okay,
And
perfect.
just to have that awareness when that emotion comes up and ask myself, is this mine?
Okay. And when you realize that it doesn't belong to you, what are you going to do with that?
Give it to God.
Okay, perfect. Um, so what do you think then would get in your way of moving through this process in the days to come as you practice? Is there anything that comes to mind that could get in your way of really getting to that place of open hearted?
I think one of the things that I have to realize is that I'm not responsible
Mm-hmm.
for the world or for others.
Okay.
Um, I can't see, I'm just trying to think, would there be anything else that would get in my road?
Okay. So you feel like you're committed to move through
Yes,
this.
I don't think there would be, I don't think there would be anything else. It's just
Okay.
having, just not being aware would be, um, I just have to stay aware. Mm.
Okay. And of the emotions in your body
Yes,
and
yeah.
present, yes.
And does this belong to me or does this belong to
Mhm.
someone else?
Okay, yes, because you
Yeah.
are quite empathic. So you're an empath. So let's just we're getting close to the end.
Mhm.
And just what has been probably the most powerful um, thing that you could take from this little session?
Um, well, first of all, that um, it's something that I can do for myself. Um, that I'm able to go back and go through things just by having you guide me. Um, there's no story. I'm just going back to where it came from,
Mm-hmm.
and that I do have the tools and the oils to help release it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm hearing that you've just gained that awareness that um, now you have identified where and when you took that on. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
exactly.
that's half the healing, isn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful. All right, so as we finish up, um, perhaps place your hand on your heart and just silently give yourself a big thank you. I'm amazing that I have been able to gain insight during this session because you've done all the work. So if you want to do that for a little moment and
Hmm.
just give yourself, you know, a big thank you and tell yourself how wonderful you are that you have now gained this insight.
Mm. Thank you.
It's wonderful. It's a little hard, I can't see you, but um, so as we return to this process, so just know that healing is a journey and come back as often as you needed. Know that you are divinely supported and trust that the power is within you to transform and heal. So I
Yes.
think you've gained that awareness already. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Robert.
Judy. Just